This is the project demo of the CourseGuide web application created in fall of 2011 for CS411 by the Team LAMP. Okay, so CourseGuide is basically a website that allows any student, hopefully from any university, although right now it's just limited to UIUC, but the goal is it allows you to schedule your courses and determine what kind of courses you want to take next semester, given your major and minor and the previous courses you've taken. So what it does is, it looks at all the prerequisites for all the courses at your given university, and then it gives you a schedule that makes the most sense for your next semester, and recommends courses that you should take. So first, to start off your experience, you want to register a student account. We'll call this test. We'll make the thing user, and we'll call it user 2. We already have a user 1. So we'll test, let's say 41@gmail.com. The email is not really important for this. And we'll make a password here. Okay, so now we have an account. Now what you first want to notice are the different options we have up here. This one will actually allow you to select your course. It'll recommend different courses for you. It'll show you the professor for the next semester, which would be spring 2011 at this point. And it will even show you the ratings. But what we want to do first is we want to establish some of our account settings. Now as you can see here, you can easily change your password if you would like. So I'm just going to change mine to something more simple. Oh, they do not match. Okay. So, that's basically how you do that. Now, what we really are interested in is our major and minor settings. Basically, we'll just start off with a major. Let's say, okay, we only have a couple major choices here. Let's do a bachelor's in computer science, since that's probably one of the most prominent courses for CS people in this course. So, okay, now that we've selected our major, let's say, okay, maybe we're not a freshman, maybe we actually have some courses under our belt. So let's add some courses to our course history. So what we can do here is we can add different courses, we can search for courses. Let's say I know exactly what course I want. So I've taken CS232 Architecture 2. So I can type that in here. Let's say I've taken that in fall 2011. And I can add that course right to my course history. And let's say I did 225 in the same semester. And for that matter, let's say I did 125 in the summer of 2011. And 173 as well. Okay, so you can see that it sort of categorizes it based on your semester. So if I add, and it won't let you add the course twice if you already have it in there under your record. And it takes pretty much any format of course you want to throw it at it. And then the other option is, let's say I don't exactly know what the ID is, but I sort of have an idea of where I want to find the course. I can say search for the CS department, or even computer science. And let's say I'm interested in intro courses. So that pulls up a whole search dialog with different intro courses I may have taken. Or, I don't know, let's see. So let's say I did Intro to Combinatorics. And I did that a while ago. Granted, a little unrealistic. But I can add that from there easily too, and it saves all of the semester dates and things associated with it. Okay, so now that we have our course history set up, let's go back over to our course selection and see what kind of courses it recommends. Okay, so it knows how many credits we've taken. It has some recommendations for different professors, and actually none of these professors have ratings right now. If I actually changed it so that we had a professor who was on Rate My Professor, like Sunda Hareen, for example, for CS225, we would see that she has a rating of 3.5 overall. And that was pulled dynamically from Rate My Professor, based on her first name and last name. And that pretty much covers it all. So it gives you a list of different courses you should take, how many credit hours they're worth, the professor for that semester, and if it can find one, a rating from Rate My Professor. The algorithm that works for this scheduler actually takes into account the professor rating, credit hours, and it takes into account the recursive prerequisites that we pulled from the site. And if you notice, you could actually add pretty much any course you want. So let's say we're interested in informatics. Okay, so there's no info. There might be with a capital letter. Nope. Okay, so let's say we're interested in biology. We can get different courses out just by typing in the title. Or if we're interested in chemistry, We can even type in chemistry and get different forms of chemistry here. So this search is pretty much all the records in the database. We have about 8,000 courses with a couple thousand prerequisites all stored in the database ahead of time, all done through our automation. And that pretty much covers CourseGuide. If you see any bugs, please feel free to report them.